Okay, so here we are at, what's the address?
1715 Albany.
We're at 1715 Albany, going through the clean out. Rough. I'm having a hard time getting that to go. I had a hard time with the cable too. There it goes. Very rough. There we go. The pitcher's clearing up. We got some water. Ooh. Okay. That's a floater. Why don't you go ahead and flush the toilet so that'll go down. It's right around the corner there. Waiting for the toilet to push down the stool. Cast iron is rough.
How's it going?
Oh, you can definitely see the cast.
Yeah.
A little bit underwater here. There's the pitcher right there.
Yeah.
25 feet out. We just flushed the toilet.
And it's sitting there. So how much of a dip is there?
Well,
I wonder if that'll change too.
There it is, right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
So I wouldn't call it. See, like, there's a stool. Go ahead and flush that again, Garrett.
You want this toilet flush?
Yeah, let's just get that floater down there.
There it goes.
Good deal.
You should be about hitting plastic now, huh?
Should be.
There it is right there.
Actually, it looks like clay. It doesn't look in bad shape. The inside looks worse than the outside. Outside looks pretty good, actually. So far, anyway.
Do you guys have like a routine maintenance that you do certain times a year that you know just from past experience? Or is it just you don't know?
It all depends on what, you know.
If it's roots or if is there a certain time of year? I know that guy that set us on that schedule. He just knew when to come out. I mean, it was like, of course, you never know with roots, right, from a tree.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any roots so far. Which I'm really happy about. The worst part of the house is inside the house.
Yeah.
Everything I'm seeing outside looks good, which I'm really happy about because there's a tiny little thing of roots right there, but that's like nothing. compared to what I'm used to seeing. So you see all this, Garrett? See how it's orange? That's how you knew you're in clay. Okay, now see what I'm looking at here, Garrett, or what we're looking at here? That's the main line out in the street and ties into the city main right there. There it is. There's the city main.
Yep.
So we're good to the city main. I mean, there's a tiny little low spot there, but that ain't nothing.
No.
That's no big deal there. Now, the worst spot I seen was as soon as I start, I mean, like literally going down this 90 is
Yep.
rough. I have a hard time getting by it. And pretty much from here, going out towards the house, everything that's under the house, that's what's the worst pipe I see is. And I'm making a recording, and then we're going to post it on YouTube so that he can see it.
Okay.
That's how we do it.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah, I know, I got you.
that way everybody's on the same page and everybody understands what's going on, as opposed to, you know, this is what I saw, you know. When you got a picture of everything, I mean, that makes everybody more comfortable when they can see it for themselves.
Yeah.
Especially when they can't be here.
Yeah. Well, I remember when they had a recall on all the black pipe, that PVC that was in that house.
Mm-hmm.
Our insurance company actually called us. So there was a recall on all the plumbing, all the drain lines in the house. And I kid you not, man, it was no sooner a month after that we started having the breakdown. And the basement was like this, it was all sheetrock. So when it went, I had to start cutting holes in the sheetrock and replacing that black pipe. It was the old cast from the 70s, you know, and once it broke down, it started splitting and cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no polymers and stuff like that don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And just after that, man, it was one thing after another after another. So they ended up agreeing. I think what happened, me and the wife decided that we were going to just do a payoff instead of trying to, you know, I would have had to tear out all the sheetrock from downstairs down from all the lines, because there was 2 bathrooms upstairs and a bath downstairs. The 2 bathrooms were on opposite sides of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, they just wrote us a check. Back then it was a lot simpler. We had a tree go down.
Mm-hmm.
And some big cottonwood went over the top and hit the peak of the house and snapped in half. It was with ground bores. And they came out and wrote us a check for $12 grand. Because he got up on the roof. He didn't even get inside the attic, and I already been inside the attic. But back then, the insurance companies were so much more plausible. He goes, I think you got cracks in the roof rafters, and you're going to have to fix it. And I didn't say anything. He said, wrote us a check for $12 grand. Basement flooded one time. One of the lines that go into the back of the washing machine split. We were on vacation. I came downstairs and I was coming down the stairways, 2.5 feet of water.
Would you flush that toilet
Sure,
again?
no problem.
See that? I'm trying to get him to wash that stuff down because it's so rough that it's catching the stools.
Yeah.
So with your line, actually running a lot of water is advisable because how rough it is.
Yeah.
The water will actually help move the stools.
Yeah.
And like I said, get rid of all your double ply paper.
Okay.
Just use single ply.
Let me ask you this. This line upstairs comes right down here, right? So that all meets in the same line, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we run single ply down here. I'll have to make sure they're running single ply upstairs then too. Because I didn't know where it went in, if it went in here or if it came in on a different angle or what. Okay.
Yeah.
How far down is the low spot? Now this toilet's a brand new toilet too, and it slams it down, which is nice.
You got a low spot, like probably, well, it shows 23 feet out, so probably from like the front of the building, because we're under the building. This whole line underneath the house is all like got a puddle.
Okay.
And
is that where that turd was sitting?
Yeah.
About 23 feet out, so
yeah, you
double flush.
Yeah, just, you really need, I mean, like, basically, it sits in water all the time.
Yeah.
Because it does, you know, like you said, that's the low spot. That's, Garrett, go get the locator so we can locate exactly where this low spot starts and ends. Please, Garrett. I always forget to say please.
Younger guys are sensitive, man.
Gotta learn to say please more often. Don't want to be giving orders.
That's okay, too. You know what? They're growing up in a different world than we did.
Oh, yeah.
Cash looks pretty good in that location, though. No burrs and stuff sticking out too much.
No, I don't see any holes. It's just, you know, you got a puddle there.
Yeah.
And that's where the puddle is, and I want to be able to tell him. I'm sure he's going to ask, where's my puddle? Where's that low spot at? And I want to be able to answer the question. Alright, better push on the locator button here. Get that to download.
So when are they going to make these lighter? Any way to do that?
Invent it. You'll make a lot of money.
Fortune.
You know, they do have some machines that have plastic drums, but I don't know. I'm not real happy with those machines.
Well, you got to have that tensile strength. I'm an electrician, you know. I've been trying to come up with an idea how to make a cordless fish tape. You know, so instead of having that 200-foot tape now, but it almost will have to work like this. You'll have to have two separate windings on the side and then something that'll spin it. Because you got to have. We have plastic fish tapes. They don't.
Can we get in that room?
Yeah. Yeah, you can right
about
there.
The other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Garrett.
Yep. Let me know if you need some help holding that thing on.
Answer as to where it is. That was my place. I'd open up the concrete and repipe out along the drift, but you know me, I'm kind of overkill. We located the line, and it goes out from the hallway to the laundry room and back under the bathroom to this hallway, which is picking up the bathroom group from upstairs. Sewer line's in rough shape, cast iron is in rough shape, sketching toilet paper and stools. So that right there. Recommend next time using the mini jetter to wash down all the debris. We need to put that in our notes. Next time we need to come back with a mini jetter.